If you think watching The Mandalorian is the way, here are 5 other titles totally worth checking out on this week's Binge Guide. The first ever live-action series in the Star Wars universe is a huge hit with critics, and it has become appointment TV viewing for fans. So if you can't get enough of this lone bounty hunter traveling the outer reaches of the galaxy with the cutest unlikely passenger in episodes that feel like mini Western movies, then this list is for you, starting with our throwback pick, The Man with No Name movie trilogy. With an average tomato meter score of 95% and high audience scores across the board, this trilogy of spaghetti Western movies from Sergio Leone, A Fistful of Dollars for a Few Dollars More, and The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly all feature Clint Eastwood as the anti-hero, the man with no name. Critics have said that the final installment is arguably the greatest of the spaghetti westerns, and that these films help define a new era for the genre while ushering in its most iconic star in Clint Eastwood. So if you're quick on the draw, you can binge this whole trilogy in about 6.5 hours, so go ahead, it'll make your day. And lighting things up with our audience pick this week is the Fox series Firefly. Running for just one certified fresh season starting back in 2002, this sci-fi drama from creator Joss Whedon takes place a few hundred years in the future and follows a renegade crew embarking on galactic missions for profit. With Nathan Fillion manning the mission as Captain Malcolm Reynolds, critics said Firefly earned its adoration with his dry delivery, plus a detailed fantasy world and compelling storylines. You can binge this show in just over 10 hours of binge time, and then you can decide if you think it's too dark, which is why it was ultimately canceled by Fox. Next is our brand new pick, and that is going to the animated series Star Wars: The Clone Wars. With the 7th and final season wrapping up earlier this year, this show about Yoda, Anakin, and the Jedi Knights fighting in the Clone Wars turned in 4 100% fresh seasons during its run. Critics have called this series one of Star Wars' greatest entries, praising the show for its sophisticated storytelling, quality animation, and for being a fun, kid-friendly chapter of the franchise's sprawling mythology. It'll take you just under 51 hours to binge this series, and by that point, you gotta be one with the Force, right? Howling away as our editor's pick this week is the Lone Wolf and Cub film franchise. This manga story screams Mandalorian as it's centered around an assassin father and his 3-year-old son who travel together seeking revenge. It was first published in 1970 and was eventually adapted into 6 films released between 1972 and 1974. Over the years, critics have praised the sword work of the actors and twists and turns of the story, saying that this franchise has a rare type of film that succeeds as lowbrow visceral entertainment or as high-concept art. You can binge all 6 movies in just about 8.5 hours, and maybe you'll pick up a few pointers on how to entertain a young child. And finally, our certified fresh pick this week is going to the CBS All Access series, Star Trek Picard. This follow-up series to Star Trek The Next Generation features Patrick Stewart reprising his role as Jean-Luc Picard in the later stages of his life. The first season features a few appearances from other popular next-gen characters like William Riker and Data, and critics say that like all great Star Trek, the show tackles timely themes with grace and makes for an exciting push further into the final frontier. Season 2 is coming in sometime in 2021, but until then, you can binge the first season in just under 8 hours. And if you're still stuck in space, you might as well watch all 7 seasons of Next Generation while you're at it. Engage. Okay, friends, well, hopefully this will help take your next few binge sessions to a galaxy far, far away. So be sure to let us know what you are currently streaming in the comments section. And if you don't want to miss out on any future recommendations based around the movies and shows that you love, be sure to hit that subscribe button and notification bell. And as always, we can't thank you enough for watching Binge Guide, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.